Hi students, today let us discuss about kinematics and we are going to learn some formulas in kinematics. First let us know what is meant by kinematics. Kinematics, it's a branch of physics which deals with the motion of the body without knowing the cause of the motion. Means what is the meaning? Without knowing the motion of the body, why the body is moving, without knowing the cause, if we are going to learn about the motion of the body, we call that study as kinematics. Right. So now in this topic we are going to learn some terms related to kinematics. So what are the terms we are going to learn? The first one is a distance, displacement, speed, velocity and acceleration. So here I have kept some slash symbol. The reason is distance is a scalar quantity, displacement is a vector quantity, speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity, and finally we are going to learn about acceleration. Right. Now go to distance and displacement. So what is a distance? So let us suppose a body has travelled from point A to point D. Just observe the motion of the body. The body actually travelled from point A to point B to point C and point B to point D. Right. So the actual path covered by the body we call it as a distance. Hence ABCD we call it as a distance. Now what is the initial position of the body? Point A is the initial position of the body and point D is the final position of the body. If I join these two points, we call this the shortest distance between the initial and final position, we call it as displacement. Right. But observe carefully, for the displacement I have kept one arrow mark showing that it is a vector quantity. Actually observe carefully, distance don't have a particular direction, but displacement have a particular direction. Hence distance is the scalar quantity and the displacement is the vector quantity. And let us know the units of distance and displacement. The units of distance and displacement will be same. The unit is, the SI unit of distance and displacement is meter, and the CGS unit is centimeter. The CGS unit is centimeter. Speed is defined as distance covered by the body in unit time, we call it as speed. Then what is velocity? Velocity is also defined as distance covered by the body in unit time but in a specified direction. Okay. So what about the units? The units is, for the speed, so the CGS unit is centimeter per second and SI unit is meter per second. The same manner for the velocity, the CGS unit is centimeter per second and SI unit is meter per second. Next let us talk about acceleration. So what is meant by acceleration? Consider a body moving with initial velocity u. After some time t, its velocity is v. Now let us find the change in velocity. Change in velocity per unit time, we call it as acceleration. Means what is the definition? The rate of change of velocity. Change in velocity per unit time, we call it as acceleration. And the units, again, the CGS unit is centimeter per second square and SI unit is meter per second square. Now let us learn some formulas in kinematics. So you can see here some 4 formulas I have written on the board. V equal to U plus AT, S equal to UT plus half AT square, V square minus U square equals to 2AS, and Sn equal to U plus A into N minus half. These are called equations of motions. So if a body is moving with uniform acceleration, consider a body, initial velocity is u, it has travelled some distance s in time t, after time t its final velocity is v, and I said already the body is moving with uniform acceleration, then the relation between these terms are called equations of motions. So while solving problems in kinematics, we are going to use these equations of motions. Now let us learn some tips and tricks which will be helpful for solving problems in kinematics. Okay, how to use equations of motions in case of vertically projected body and a freely falling body. Let us see now. Consider a body is thrown vertically up with velocity u. Then what will happen to the body? It will reach the maximum height. It is going to reach the maximum height. Right. So while the body is moving vertically up, acceleration. What is g? G is called acceleration due to gravity, and its value is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay. So what is the maximum height reached by the body? The formula will be, maximum height formula is h equals to u square by 2g. The maximum height formula is u square by 2g. Right. So it has reached the maximum height. So how much time it has taken to reach the maximum height? We call that time as a time of ascent. And the formula for time of ascent is u by g. The formula for time of ascent is u by g. Okay, after reaching the maximum height, again what will happen to the body? Again it will fall down, and again it is going to reach the earth surface. So while it is coming down, it will be acting as a freely falling body. So at the maximum height, we should think that it is initial velocity is 0, and while it is coming down, acceleration we should take it as plus g, and while it is moving up, acceleration we should take it as minus g. Okay, and okay, again it is going to reach the ground. So while reaching the ground, how much time it is taking to reach the ground? We call it as a time of descent, and a time of descent formula will be, again the formula will be u by g only, and it has another formula also. The formula is under root 2h by g. If you know the maximum height, then we can calculate time of ascent, time of descent also. So what is a time of ascent? Time of ascent means the time taken by the body to reach the maximum height. What is a time of descent? The time taken by the body to reach the ground from the maximum height. And the formulas are like this. Okay. The body has freely fallen and it has hit the ground with some velocity. With what velocity it has hit at the ground? So the velocity on reaching the ground is, the formula will be under root 2gh. So you have got 4 formulas. So what are the 4 formulas you have got? Maximum height u square by 2g, time of ascent u by g, time of descent u by g, and under root 2h by g, and velocity on reaching the ground, the formula is under root 2gh. Observe carefully, here time of ascent and time of descent will be equal. No doubt it will be equal. So the time taken to reach the maximum height and again to return back to the ground, the times will be same. Now let us see a body projected from the top of a tower of height h. A body is projected vertically up from the top of a tower of height h with velocity u. Then the body has reached the maximum height and again reached the ground in time t seconds. So while solving the problems related to the tower problems, then we have to use this formula, minus h equals to ut minus half gt square. Right. So the body is going to reach the ground and it is going to hit the ground. So while it is going to hit the ground, its velocity is v. So velocity on reaching the ground, the formula is v equal to u square plus 2gh. And here you can see above the ground, what is the maximum height? The maximum height above the ground is, we call it as h, and the formula is h plus u square by 2g. h plus u square by 2g. So these are the formulas you can use while a body is projected vertically above from the top of a tower.